podcast at NACE Experience.
Yeah, I can't believe it's our second year.
And we're now immediate past presidents.
Yes, we are.
But we decided to continue the tradition and keep this thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 past presidents walk into a bar or a podcast.
A podcast room. And here we are. All right. So we're going to get things going because we have a speaker that needs to get somewhere. So Vernetta, we're going to ask you to come on over. And she is the assistant professor of practicing at University of Nebraska. And she's going to be here talking today about from the classroom to the career. Is that right?
Yes, it's good to be here. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Right.
Welcome. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And
Yeah.
is this your first NACE experience?
It is my first NACE experience. I am originally from Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Born and raised. And then I moved to Nebraska to attend college and stayed out there. But I always knew as a child I wanted to get into event planning and event design. So
Yeah.
everything aligns.
All right. So what's one thing every leader should start doing tomorrow to better engage with the next generation?
Oh, this is so good. I love your question. Yes. We're going to have to break some myths. Gen Z is an awesome generation, and I interact with them daily at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. They are eager. They are achievers. They want to be a part. And after taking my classes, which is awesome, they have a strong sense of wanting to get into the industry.
Okay.
So they're looking for employers who see them and understand them, and they're going to really do well for those organizations.
So what's the biggest myth that employers have to think about when working with Gen Zs?
You know, a lot of people think that they're lazy.
It's such a bad.
I do that to my son all the time. No. When he was in 4th grade and we did his, class, what the thing, when you come and get with the teacher.
Oh, the parent-teacher conference?
Teacher conference,
The teacher asked us to say one word about our kid, and we all said one word, and she goes, lazy.
Lazy.
So,
Yeah.
Wow.
I do connect that word to them. So.
Well, teachers also kind of said that about my son, but they're not. They're into mental health. They're into work-life balance.
I agree.
Yes.
And they work really hard, and they will go above and beyond.
Right.
They just have to be, the culture has to fit that.
Right. I love that this generation is all about mental health and not scared to talk about it. Absolutely.
And so how can someone that owns a business, like you said, the culture matters. So what are some things that they can do to make sure the culture is adapted to them?
So in my session, we're going to look at the job description.
Okay.
Because these students are learning about the organization way before the interview. And it's very, very important for us I'm sorry, my words are getting twisted.
You're good.
I couldn't remember parent-teacher conference.
That.
So it's you're fine.
If our job descriptions are too vague, or if they say long hours, no days off, 40, 80 hours a week, no description of pay.
Okay.
They're not going to be attracted to that opportunity. They're going to seek something that's more clear, more defined.
And I feel like that's where our clients need right now is there's a big trend in like the wedding and event industry. You got to have transparent pricing. So it would make sense that you have to have the pay.
Yeah.
You got to know like, just think what you're doing for your businesses to get these clients. You got to like translate that over, and it's going to be the same for who you're hiring.
And just as much as we like to know the story of an organization before we buy, or we want to know the salespeople before we book the meeting space, they want to know the same story about the organization too, about the individual.
That makes sense because they want to make sure that organization fits their culture idea.
Yes,
I agree.
They
Absolutely
are more
great.
attuned to what's going on politically. They are attuned to everything. And they see their parents have gone through a lot financially and work-life balance. And so
I see that with my kids. That's you've really just totally nailed my kids.
Okay.
All right. Great job. All right. We're going to let you get to speaking, but thank you so much for coming on being the first guest. You're the first guest.
Thank you.
All right. And we're going to bring Micah over.
Micah,
don't worry. It happens to everyone.
That's right. Micah is the CSO at the Logan Companies. Hello, Micah.
Nice to meet you.
Well, tell us a little bit about you, Micah.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm a chief strategy officer for the Logan Companies, which is my company. I'm a fractional executive, so I usually occupy the role of a fractional CEO or COO. So I get parachuted in and embedded with the firm and help them either turn things around or help them get things squared away.
Okay, I'm really excited about what you're speaking on because it's mastering organizational harmony.
Yes.
Building teams that move as one later. Today, you're going to be doing that, right?
I am. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when a team isn't working well together, where do you typically look first? The people, the systems, or the leadership?
Let's take a step back.
Okay,
Oh.
we can take a step back. We're going to go all
I'm
the way.
going to boomerang you.
Okay, boomerang me.
Exactly. So harmony is not an accident. It's a design. So the issue with most organizations is that they don't design the organization for harmony. They often respond to disharmony, and you're already on your back foot if you do that. So what I'm going to speak about later and what I advocate generally is that you have to be able to design a successful organization for harmonious interactions between both employees, customers, and leadership. And without a proper design, it's just going to be chaotic. So you should be able to predict it, almost like a real estate investor. They know on the buy whether or not they're going to make money in an organization. If you're going to be successful, you can generally peg it to how well organized your actual firm is. So some of the things that leadership needs to take a look at is, number one, do they have the right people in the right seats? The job description doesn't tell you that. To me, it's an outdated model.
Okay.
And it needs to be updated. So
Okay.
when you hire someone, it's about fitting the person into how the company works, as opposed to just hiring for this person to be in the position that they're going to be operating in as a marketing director, event coordinator. The person really needs to fit that role because they can demonstrate the capacity, both through like the software, which is like the mental, the attitude, disposition, and the core values, or the hardware, which is the functional skills.
So everything we've done in the past is wrong. We got to.
Yes.
All right. So what's one habit you seen transform a team's culture more than anything else?
Changing leadership. And the reason why you'll hear me speak a lot about leadership, because leadership is often the problem and the solution at the same time.
Okay.
So what I see is what I have coined the circular blame paradigm, which is when a problem starts, there's no one to pick it up. There's a vacuum of leadership. And then it becomes a Spider-Man meme where they're just pointing around, trying to figure out who was the one that actually is responsible for it. And leadership never steps in and assigns ownership
Okay.
to a resolution.
Okay.
So the one thing that has to happen in an organization to be successful is assigning ownership to problems in the
Oh,
resolution.
I love
Yeah,
that too.
makes
That's
a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because I think us as owners, we just take on way too much, and we don't let go. And I think that's part of it, is letting go and give someone ownership probably goes a long way.
100% right.
Yeah.
And oftentimes as owners, what owners tend to do too is they hire someone, it's a big relief, and then they transfer all the crap that made them stress to that one person who doesn't have the skill set to handle all of it.
Oh, makes
So
sense.
in the talk I'm going to talk about later, I talk about what I call the business batting order,
Yeah.
which is creating a batting order to funnel a task to the right person.
All right. Well, we love
Wonderful.
it. Anything else we need to know? Or we covered it all? Did we do it?
4:15 p.m. Eastern.
That's what I was about to say. 4:15 Central Time.
Central.
Yeah,
Central.
Central Time. We'll be looking forward to that.
All right.
Yes,
Pleasure.
awesome.
Thank you.
Pleasure to
man.
meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
thanks
we
for joining
appreciate
us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. I think we're going to move on to Dana.
Hello, Dana.
Like, should we?
Are you going to
curtsy?
come on my side?
Oh, should
I
we
love
curtsy
that.
Or bow because we're within royalty.
We are within royalty.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just silly.
That's not silly. You're our future. We got like future
I
presidents all around us here.
No, it's true. We do
Yeah.
have lots of them.
We're doing really good. So, how you doing?
Good, good. Yeah, excited to be here. Excited to actually have conference. I mean, we kind of kicked it off yesterday with town hall and all that stuff, but it's nice to see all the attendees here, and
Yeah. Familiar
the
faces.
keynote was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed it because I was in here getting
Oh.
this ready. So
It was
I heard
good. She was good.
I heard really good things
Yeah.
actually.
Mhm.
So, as you're preparing to step into the role of NACE
Yeah.
president, what is one thing you're most excited about? Excited to champion for the members this coming year?
It's a tough one because we are actually walking into our strategic planning this year. So there's a lot of we don't quite know what we're going to be championing. But I would say the biggest thing that I've noticed a shift from 2 years ago when I started on the board to this year was we started addressing the problems at the root, where I feel like after COVID, we were just putting Band-Aids on things because we had to.
Yeah.
We just had to get through the problem, and very reactive leadership and instead of being proactive. So I think that's probably the biggest thing I will be focusing on is having that proactive problem solving
Right.
and trying to get to the root of why we're seeing continually things fail, right?
Mhm.
And how can we change them?
Right.
So,
Almost like what Micah was saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
very, very, very
Mhm.
similar.
Yeah, and I was the national president for WIPA in 2020, and I remember it was just we were throwing
Yes.
Band-Aids
Yes.
as fast as we
And you have to.
because we had no idea what the
Yeah.
world was going to be. So,
Yeah.
was great. So what's one way professionals can get more value out of
Mm.
conferences? Like,
Yeah.
limited experience.
Yeah.
Aside from going to just the educational session.
Yeah. So I do this trick, and I actually tell this to anyone that I like, as any of my employees. I feel like I'm like talking to somebody.
I know.
You are.
It's like-
You are right there.
But any of my employees that actually pay to go to conferences, so they come back and we kind of make 3 charts. And so we make a chart of what's something that I am super excited about that you heard, that you are just jazzed and like you're rip roaring ready to go. What is something that I learned that would take me less than an hour to do?
Okay.
And
I
then
love that.
what is something that I know that I have to do that maybe you felt like personally convicted of, right, in the
Oh.
session, but you don't want to do it. Like you just have no energy for it. You don't care about it. And the really cool thing is if you're with a team, everyone's charts are very different. So the thing that you were jazzed about, somebody else loathed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so then that's how we assigned who gets what project and how we do the thing.
That's brilliant.
And
That's why she's.
I know. She really is.
and they say there's this old school thought, do the thing that you don't want to do first.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yes, but don't do that. I'm telling you to
Oh.
throw that out.
Really?
Because momentum builds momentum. Do the thing you're excited about. Do the thing that you're going to be successful at. And once you feel that success, it's going to drive you to take the next step and do the next thing. But if you're doing something you hate, you're going to push it off as long as possible. You're going to do it at the very last minute. And then you're still going to have the thing that you want to do that you never got to get to do.
Okay. That's
So,
I'm
That's
gonna
always
have
my
That makes
happy
sense.
that is the one thing that I will be changing coming out of this
Yeah,
conference. Yes.
Because I usually do the hardest thing first because
Yeah.
I know it's like
Nope.
moving me over.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the checkbox, make a win.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Anything
Yeah.
else you want to leave everyone with?
No, we're just excited that we're here. We're so excited to announce we're going to be next year. Super stoked
It's
about
like
that.
the secret of all secrets, but everyone knows where we're going.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
just
let us
saying.
think that. We like to pretend that it's still a secret.
Yeah,
No, but
whatever.
yeah, experience is just, I think Karen said it, it's like coming home. So it just feels
100%.
like you're home for a week, and it's
Yeah.
just great to see everybody. So
Like a big family reunion.
it
So,
is.
yeah,
It really is. It really
to
is.
see everyone and
Yeah.
catch up what happened over the
Yeah.
last year, and here we are.
I know. And a
Yeah.
lot changes in a year.
It
really
a lot.
does.
It really does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Thanks,
All right.
Dana.
Yeah, you're
All right,
welcome.
great.
All right, who's next?
Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Lynn is our NACE National Treasurer Secretary, and she will be stepping into the president-elect role next year.
That's right.
Ooh, big feet. And then big shoes. Sorry, not big feet, big shoes. Shoes.
I have fun
Got
shoes.
cool kicks on today.
You do have cool kicks on today. And she's also the Director of Business Development at Rock Events.
I am. I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Other than the bio, can you tell us? a
Yeah,
little bit
sorry.
more?
Yeah, I
of
totally
course.
just did.
Usually let the guests tell a little bit about themselves.
I'm out of
Sure.
practice. Sorry.
So I have been a member of NACE for about 18 years now. So I love this crowd. It's always fun. But Rock Events is the in-house agency for Rocket Mortgage, as well as Redfin, and about 100 other companies. We're based in Detroit, but we work all over the United States, and we are now doing events for external clients. So we're just not in-house, we're external
love
as
that.
well.
That's
So-
amazing.
Exciting.
Yeah. it is.
Yes, and come to Detroit. Great things happening there.
It really is. All right.
I've never been to Detroit.
We need to get you there.
My sister,
Yes.
my sister lived there for a hot
Oh,
minute. and,
fantastic.
Yeah, I had a great time coming to
Great.
visit. So, all right. You're speaking later today, 4:15. And then you're talking about small details, big inclusion, designing
Yes.
events with care. So,
That's right. And this is something that's very near and dear to my heart, which is how do we make events something that people don't have to continually advocate for themselves? So, whether you deal with low vision or blindness, whether you have hearing impairments, whether it's neurodiversity, how can an event planner ask the right questions and plan accordingly? I think so many times we put checkbox and we just have them check off. But if we open that box up to a open-ended question where people can share what they need, it can be very small detail that could change somebody's ability to participate in an event. I was very fortunate this past year to raise a dog for Leader Dogs for the Blind, which is based in
Oh,
Michigan.
wow.
So they pair guide dogs with people who are experiencing low vision and blindness. So I raised a puppy, which started because of my local NACE chapter. We did a dining in the dark, and Leader Dog came out and talked about how you serve food to someone who is low vision or blind. And I learned a ton just from that in terms of explaining the food with a clock face method of your proteins at 6 o'clock, your vegetables at 3 o'clock, and that's this, and your starches at 9 o'clock. And then also to set the plate so that people can feel along the table where their wine glass is, because we as seeing people reach out across our plate, and someone who is low vision is going to feel on the table for that.
Okay.
So just learned a ton. And then I asked at the end, what do you guys need the most help with? And they said raising puppies. And that just
You're like, that sounds like fun.
like a dream job for me. So I raised Georgie for a year.
And what kind of dog was Georgie?
They raise either yellow labs or golden retrievers.
Okay.
They do a few German shepherds. Funny story, the German shepherds have a hard time disengaging from the person who raised them.
Okay.
So they've moved because labs love everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Georgie's now in advanced. I had to give him up after a year, which
That-
was
I was gonna say,
hard.
how hard was that?
It was very hard,
I
but
don't know
he
if I could do that.
has made it to advanced training, and hopefully we'll be
amazing.
paired with someone soon and be their guiding eyes. So
That's awesome.
thank you, NACE,
Big
for
thing you did.
getting me
See,
involved in
it's
that.
amazing how NACE connects you to other things.
Absolutely.
It's not just within the event.
Absolutely. So
industry.
that's all kinds of things that we're going to talk about today in that session.
It's great.
All right. Is
Yeah.
there any like one small change that people could just make that to be more inclusive?
Yeah,
or
I think
successful?
it's asking the right questions and not limiting people to your preconceived notions of what those needs are. Everyone's a little bit different. I'm hearing impaired, so for me, the fact that NACE has done so much to add microphones to breakout events has
Yeah.
been huge, because it brings people into the conversation that are otherwise cut out
Right.
of it. So
Yeah.
I'm really proud of NACE making that commitment. Yeah, there's a little bit extra AV cost, but to bring people into the conversation
I
is
think
so
it's worth the
important.
money.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely worth the money. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, and are you excited for your new journey on the national board? Or
I mean, this is a pretty awesome group to work
Yeah, it
with.
is. Yeah.
Between the national board and the foundation and our chapters, I am honored that I get to help lead it forward and just be part of this great crew. So learn a lot from Dana moving forward, and what I've learned from Jill and everyone before
Yeah.
me. I'm just honored to be part of that crew.
well, there's a good like group of past presidents that still support all the current
100%.
presidents. And,
100%.
yeah, so
Yes.
you got lots of mentors and help. So
I do, and we have a lot of fun along the way too.
Yeah, we do.
Some more than others.
we won't point our finger, but
You don't want to know what's in my cup.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
all
So
right. Well,
thank you
thanks,
Thanks,
so
Lynn.
much. Yes.
All right, we'll see you soon. All right. So John, come on down. He's the CEO of Engaging Meetings. And
Hello, John.
how are you?
I love your shirt.
I came to a NACE conference. I'm going to wear, a food shirt. So those who can't see, it's a banana shirt.
I love it.
Bananas.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
All right. So you're going to be speaking on the hospitality advantage, the cultural intelligence that creates unforgettable guest experiences.
Wow.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. One of the things is so true or false.
Okay. I love.
I can
Right.
answer this, hopefully. 50-50
I know.
chance of
We're
getting
gonna do
right.
It's complicated as an answer to.
Darn it.
True or false, right? Teams with more diversity have more innovation.
I'm going to say true.
I would agree, but I'm probably wrong.
False.
Okay.
Really?
No,
Why
here's,
is this?
Here's the reason why. It's not just a team with diversity. You need a leader and teammates who have a cultural quotient or cultural intelligence to unlock that creativity.
Got it. Okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
and I thought that was an interesting part. And so I got asked to do this program, and I found an agency, and they actually create a cultural quotient. It's a number you can get after doing one of their surveys. And I scored a 99. Not
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
not to
pat
pat
myself on the
yourself.
back.
Pat
Hello.
yourself back there.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
Damn, that's-
yeah, a 1600 SAT. Just kidding. I got 800 on the math. No, but
Okay.
anyways, on the cultural card, I thought it was really interesting because obviously I'm Asian Pacific Islander. I'm Chinese by culture. I'm third generation. And it led me to think a lot about culture in my events. And that's one of the things. So here's a great example. I actually did team building in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And that's a culture I know the least about.
Yeah.
So I studied up on it. I did research. I asked them questions. And it was really funny. One of the things that I did there was it was like a 7-part mentor program. And I said, well, what was the most popular or best part? And they said, oh, the coaching part. And they actually got bilingual instructors that speak Arabic and English.
Wow.
And I said, that's great.
That is great.
Except I don't speak Arabic. So what I did was I designed a section. Do you remember 6 Hats de Bono? It was a creativity thing. You put on different hats and you
Yes.
take different roles.
Yes.
I had them describe the 6 hats in Arabic. And it actually turned into a big discussion
Oh, wow.
before they gave me a word. And that was the way I kind of got around that. And by doing that is what led them to really, I was actually a 5-star, as the highest ranked instructor of the year.
Oh.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
Very
we're-
cool.
I mean,
We're among royalty.
Yeah, I know.
again.
It's
I
like-
feel like everyone that's coming through
I
here
know.
right now.
I haven't been president yet.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Way better.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
we're
I'm not on the
we're
board. I'm
husbands.
not on the national
Yeah.
board yet.
So what small shift can professionals make that has a huge impact on making clients feel seen?
Well, I'm going to teach 4 things in my class on
Okay.
Tuesday, but the first one is drive.
Okay.
Where's your desire, right? Some people don't have any desire, and that's all right. That
Yeah.
could be you, but you got to have desire. And here's a great example. So in the W Hotel in Seattle, the chef mastered, right, South Asian cooking. And the win from that is that they are clocking 20% of their weddings are from South Asian
weddings.
families.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're huge and they buy a lot of food.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And so that's the win of investing into it. And so that's their drive. I mean, it could be revenue, it could be your culture, it could be your story, whatever it is, you got to figure out why you want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
We had a
wonderful.
winery. I'm from the Bay Area.
Yes.
So in the Livermore wine country, and we had a chef that did the same thing. We
Yeah.
have a lot that culture, being tech heavy. We have so many different.
Right.
We're the biggest melting pot, I feel like, in the Bay Area, because every time I describe like a wedding we're doing, everyone's like, "Huh? What's that?" I'm like, "I just learned this new tradition. It's great." But
50 clothing changes.
Right, exactly.
But this one chef really, into the point where they were seeking him out
Yes.
to have events because
Yes.
the food was so good.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
that's smart.
Very smart.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
You have anything else?
No, well, we
Oh,
do.
good.
We have
Oh
one
yeah,
more
we do. We have
question.
one more.
You want
I definitely, absolutely will. As our industry becomes more diverse, what
Yeah.
skills do you think will become more essential for every event professional?
Well, I'll go to that. I'm actually have 38 years of team building experience.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and I think the one key part is your leadership.
Mhm.
Even more now more than ever, right? Leadership creates the culture of your company and your team.
Right.
And that's really, I think, one of the most important things, but sometimes often forgotten as a leader, as opposed to just get it done. It's what's the culture of how we get things done. And I think that's the thing that leaders got to figure out, especially if they get a diverse team and they want to unlock all that potential.
So, all right, you've been doing this for 38 years.
Yeah.
How has it evolved over? I feel like it has to be crazy.
Okay, this is a really fun fact, right?
Okay.
I did. You know what geocaching is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a high-tech
Yes.
scavenger
Okay,
hunt,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
going
so-
to find your Pokemon
yeah.
things up.
Yeah, yeah. This is the corporate version
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Pokemon Go. So one of the things that I now have the ability to do is, like, at the beginning, I get teams and they give them 5 minutes and they have to decide on a team name and a team chair.
Okay.
Right. It's a little bit of eye roll moment sometimes like that.
Yeah.
But then I tell them this. I tell them from this exercise alone, I can predict with about 80% accuracy the winning team.
No
Is
way.
it because who's the most engaged in picking those two things versus the ones that are like, okay, well, I guess do you
The-
want to do it or?
I got a blog post with like 7 things, but I'll tell you like the top 2.
Okay.
One, energy is part of it, but if it's too much energy, those are the teams that actually bomb out halfway through.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're too energetic and then they die halfway through. It's actually the teams that do something different. Like I once had a team, they all sat on the floor while they planned.
Oh, wow.
And all the rest of the people, sat in chairs or
Yeah,
stood
yeah,
up or something
Okay.
else. So they're willing to do something different to go against the grain. That's one. And the other ones is they take all the time available.
Wow.
Oh, they
So-
don't do it really fast.
No, they
They
actually
use-
take the time to meet each other
makes sense.
and learn something. And then sometimes they make a name that involves everyone. So that's usually what we're looking for now.
I'm going to use that the next time I have to get into like a team building and I'm in a group
Yeah.
of people I don't know. This is how we're going to do it so we can win.
That's right. Escape room.
Tommy.
Yes,
Escape room.
John taught me.
Right. Well, escape room.
Escape room. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have as much time on the escape room though.
So go back to good to great, right? And
Yeah.
get to the first thing I did in an escape room was get the right people on the bus. We just looked at that one, and we won. The next closest competitor was a half hour after us.
Oh, I'm going with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It totally does.
Clock ticking.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
Yeah,
Wait,
too
why are you
bad.
in the events business?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm good at that part. I don't know why. Escape rooms just give me in, so. All right. So you're speaking tomorrow at
Yes.
10:45.
Yes.
All right, sir.
Amazing.
Thank you so
Come
much.
see me.
We appreciate you coming
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Thank you.
And again, love your shirt.
Yeah.
High five.
Thank
High
you so
five on the
much.
shirt. And the
Thanks,
mic
Sean.
drop. No, just
No,
kidding.
No, please don't. Thanks, Sean.
All right, Margot.
You're up. Come on down. Sorry, I feel like I just totally dated myself, didn't I? Yeah, no tripping and falling. Otherwise, but I have a boot if you need one.
Yeah.
No, don't need a boot.
Thank you.
All right. So, Margot, tell us a
Hi.
little about yourself, and then we'll jump into what you're speaking on.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Margot Frazee. I am the host of the Wedding Summit series, which is an ongoing online summit for event pros, wedding pros, everyone in between. And then I also host the Wedding Industry Pulse membership, which is an online membership for wedding professionals,
Oh.
where I take all of the knowledge that I learn at places like NACE Experience and speaking around the country and hosting an online summit for 5,000 to 6,000 event pros at a time. And I wrap it all up and I give it to them every month.
All right. I love it. All right.
Amazing.
But you're going to be talking on the modern buying or buyer set mindset,
Yeah.
how technology is changing the way clients choose event professionals.
Yep.
So you're doing that tomorrow at 1:30.
I am.
All right.
Yeah. Very excited because so much has changed about the way that people hire event professionals from before the pandemic to now. It's almost like a completely different
I agree.
experience
Totally
for
agree with that.
everyone.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people playing catch up,
Mhm.
sadly.
I feel like they're still doing it the way they used to. and
Yeah,
it's not
they
the same.
are.
Yeah. Tom Chaletnik from The Knot, he was speaking one time, and this stat just stuck with me. If you're still doing business the way you were last year,
Yeah.
you're going to be extinct within years. Like
It's true.
it's you got to adapt or die. It basically is what the mentality is now. So
Yeah, I mean, and it's not so much about like adapting because we're all adapting to technology and AI in our everyday lives, but it's more about understanding how that takes root with people buying things.
Yeah.
And one step that I really think people skip, because you're asking people like,
Yeah.
what's the one thing, is that we sometimes as business owners don't take a step back and think about how we buy things.
yeah.
Think about the last time you had to buy something that was $10,000,
Yeah.
$20,000, $30,000. How did you make decisions to come to the conclusion of what you purchased? Sometimes we don't do that in our own mind, but we forget that these are major purchases that our clients are making. Some of them have never spent $10,000 on anything.
Yeah. Do you think that's why the decision making is harder for them, or?
I mean, right now it's just harder because information is infinite at this particular point in time, right?
Yeah.
It's the grass is greener effect. They
Yeah.
can, your average, I'm a wedding planner by trade, so I'll just speak about wedding couples and social
Yeah.
events. The average couple getting married today, they have access to more information than any couple getting married anytime in the history of
True.
time.
It's very true.
Right?
Yeah.
And they all think it's an information problem. They think, oh, I just don't know how things are done. But really, they've mistaken information for expertise. So,
Mm.
my talk is a lot about how event professionals, wedding professionals can take back the narrative on experience
Okay.
versus information,
Okay.
because information is not so much anymore the cachet,
Yeah.
it's the experience and what you've done with that
So-
information.
and that's through the buying process. And
Yeah.
And then
How
all the
we
way
show
through-
our experience
Okay.
versus just showing information,
and
because the information is now available everywhere,
That's
whether
true.
it's
Correct,
right
yes.
or wrong.
yeah. Yeah.
They think
Right.
it's right every time.
Yeah. Well, now, I mean, everyone asks Claude,
They do.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
trust me, I'm going to talk a lot about that, which is
Okay.
here's what they're asking it. Here's the wrong information that they're getting. And here's how you combat that from the very start
Yeah.
as an event professional.
See, and I think that's important because of the fact that so many of us are coming up against that.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
like,
Every
how
single
do I
time.
sell myself against technology?
Right.
I mean,
because
it,
even
and it was used to be easier 8 years ago, 6 years
Yeah.
ago. Now you're
Yep.
just like, wait a second.
well, even if people don't outright tell you that they have looked you up or they've asked
Yeah.
ChatGPT about
Right.
you. They have. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to be the bearer of bad
No,
I
news.
feel like I need to ask ChatGPT about me.
Oh,
I've
if
never
you-
done it.
If you haven't,
Yeah, I've done it. You
You
don't want to do it.
it's rough, but you'll learn things, right? Our mutual friend Renee Dallo,
Yes.
who just spoke, she and I have looked ourselves up on ChatGPT about in like a speaking capacity, like we're here speaking, and it
Yeah.
is like Margot Frazee charges X amount, and I'm like, oh, I do.
Oh,
Because
You're like-
that's way more than I've been charging people. to
Maybe
speak.
that
Like,
means you should
you'll-
start charging
Right,
that. Yes.
You'll just learn some very interesting things about what the internet thinks about you, your worth, your business,
Wow.
your brand.
I'm
Some
totally
of it's
doing
great, some of it's terrible, but it's worth knowing.
yeah.
that. Wow.
Yeah, because the information, like you said, it's all out there.
It's all out there.
Yeah.
It's all out there, whether it's right or it's wrong. You have to know how to adapt to it. So if you're a caterer and someone goes on ChatGPT and asks a question about your business and they get a wrong answer, you should probably know how to combat that.
That
Correct.
answer. Yeah,
False
makes sense.
information
Yeah.
that's out there.
It's interesting because we all had to learn how to sell against our competitors, and now we're selling
Yeah,
against
well,
something else.
It's the
Or
journey
you're
of
almost
time.
selling against yourself.
I know. It's almost the journey of time. Like first we were selling against the person down the road. And then
Right.
we were selling against the person in the phone book. And then we were selling against the person that Google searches brought up.
Correct.
Yeah.
And now it's just the next iteration of that is where we're fighting against ourselves, information itself, what
Mhm.
ChatGPT says, what Instagram says, what
Yeah.
TikTok says. It's information overload.
Yeah.
So it's about dealing with that and knowing how that information influences the modern buyer mindset.
Interesting.
That's what I'm
Now,
talking
do you
about.
think is there buyer behavior that event professionals should be preparing for that they're not right now?
I think, I mean, everything I just said, but again, I'll just reiterate, it's that knowledge and information point versus experience,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Because we are in a trust economy. And so people are going to give money to people they trust. And one of the more interesting things that I'll explore in my talk is about corporate events.
Okay.
I haven't done corporate events in years, but I live in Los Angeles. I've done plenty of corporate events. Right? That's why I don't do them anymore. The studio events are something else.
I was gonna say, and then you
But-
add like Hollywood in there.
Yeah,
yeah.
Probably
it's a
nightmare.
whole thing. But people that book corporate events, especially for larger companies, they're in this they're also part of the trust economy in the sense that they are putting their career at risk when they
Yeah.
refer you, when
Correct.
they hire you. So a lot of it is about managing risk for them, and that's part of the trust economy. So you have to give them a reason to trust you
Yeah.
Right.
before they ever even reach out.
Yeah. And
Very
I
true.
can understand. There's corporate clients that we've had
Yeah.
relationships for like 15 plus years because they know they can trust.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
more about the relationship than it is about
It is
anything
100%.
else at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
all right. Anything
Hey.
else we need to know, Margot?
Nope, I'm just really excited to be here. This is my first NACE
Is it?
experience.
Oh, welcome
Yeah.
to NACE.
I've spoken at many NACE events, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we can figure out some partnership
There you
between
go.
NACE and the Wedding Summit series.
We
So
love
I'm
that.
excited to
Yeah.
explore
That's
that
outside
as
of our
well.
expertise,
Yep.
but we will tell the people.
We will
that.
tell the people.
We will let them know.
So tomorrow, 1:30.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Thanks
We'll
so
look
much for
forward to
having
it.
me.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
All right, Ariana, you're up.
Hi.
How are
I
you?
feel like I haven't really said
No,
hello
no,
to you
no,
yet.
no.
Hi. We just kind of jumped
We
right
just
in.
don't like each other.
We
That's what it is.
really don't.
Yeah.
Hi, Ariana.
Hello, how are you?
Well, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We'll let you introduce yourself.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
my name's Ariana. I'm the student chapter president of our NACE student chapter that we just celebrated our anniversary.
Oh,
Wonderful.
First
Johnson
or
and
how
Wales,
many?
Charlotte.
how many years are you celebrating?
Just one.
Just one.
That's a
Just
big
one.
deal.
So
Yes.
a little fun fact about me.
Oh, you? Okay.
About me. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I went
This
to.
is my
Ariana
time.
right now.
Yeah.
I know that, but I'm tying it together.
She's like, this is my time.
I went to Johnson and Wales University,
Oh,
but I went to a campus that doesn't exist anymore. I went to the Vail campus.
Oh, really?
There was a Vail campus for, I think it was 5 years. You had to have a bachelor's degree to get in.
Interesting.
It was 1 year. It was probably the best year of my life, but I will always be a Johnson and Wales alum.
I
and
love
fun,
that.
so.
All right,
Awesome.
but Ariana, so you're speaking.
I am.
But
Alright.
you are speaking as a student chapter member. You are a
Yeah.
speaker. That's huge.
I'm
That is
super
huge.
I love that.
excited.
I
Doesn't
love
happen
that.
much.
Keep going. Sorry.
No, I was like, where are you going with that?
Different generations, one organization, building teams that thrive. That's a great topic.
Yeah.
And I think knowing what we're coming into with the next generation of workers and employees, that is something that we all need to learn.
And I love that you're going to be doing with Erin Dennis
Yes.
tomorrow. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's amazing. So
Yeah.
she'll be on the podcast tomorrow.
Wonderful.
All right. So what's some biggest misconceptions people have about managing multi-generational teams? you
Yeah.
think?
I think the biggest misconception is that age or generation gives you the full picture.
Oh.
I think that so commonly we see stereotypes all the time. Gen Z doesn't want to work. Millennials need constant praise. Baby boomers are resistant to change. And I think that
Notice she didn't talk about Gen X.
I just think that it's not one size fits all. If you stereotype and you don't see beyond someone's age or their generation, you miss out on all they have to offer. And I think that the strongest teams are the ones that can work together and use their differences
Okay.
to collaborate better. I think that sure, everyone may communicate a little bit different, but I think that you take the strengths of others and they build on the weaknesses of
Yeah.
other people in your team.
She's wise beyond her years.
Exactly. I'm like, damn, impressed. Is it hard to find? You think, like you mentioned communication, and everyone communicates differently.
Mhm.
How do they find like a common ground to communicate with each
Yeah.
other?
I think having multiple forms of communication too.
Okay.
I think something that I commonly see working with teams is there's overall just a lack of communication, that they only communicate when there's a problem.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
consistent communication is so important with your team just to build a supportive community that everyone feels seen and heard.
Okay.
And that opens the doors to them feeling comfortable to sharing their ideas as well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people nowadays prefer to hide behind a screen. And I think that really closes the door to open communication. I think it's so much easier to have the hard conversations over text than it is
Yeah.
in person.
Yeah.
And
I
think
agree with that 100%.
With the
Keyboard
growth in
warriors, I-
technology,
Yeah.
I mean, I just turned 20, so I grew up with technology.
Yeah.
But I think that still face-to-face conversations are so important, especially in our industry.
Yeah.
If we use technology and close the door to face-to-face communication, then we're losing the human aspect of what we love and do.
Correct. And
Okay.
this is a human.
We've been working longer than she's been live, and she's wiser than us. This is so impressive. It's like
Did you really need to point that
I
out,
just
first of
pointed
all?
it
But thank you.
saying.
Speak for yourself. But no, I agree with that. Like she's sitting here and I'm just like, I could learn so much from you.
Thank you.
So what's one leadership habit that you've seen that makes the biggest differences that keeps building stronger teams?
Yeah.
Aside from communication, which 100% agree is.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's getting to know each individual on your team as themselves, seeing beyond just that face value. They're not just their job title. They're their unique person. And sure, they may have a generation may have their own experiences, but that doesn't necessarily define their work ethic. It doesn't define how they like to communicate.
Right.
It doesn't define them as a person. And I think, again, getting to know them on that deeper level can strengthen your team.
Now you're also a scholarship winner, right?
I am.
Yes.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Is
Thank
this
you
your
so much.
first experience?
It is.
Okay. And
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Student member,
speaker
speaker, scholarship winner, and her first NACE experience.
and teaching us.
And teaching.
That's 5 things.
That's 5 things. And that's like, you're going far in life.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, but tell what do you think of the conference so far? Just from a newbie.
Amazing.
Okay. All right.
It's so fun. I went to Evolve, which is definitely a smaller scale.
Much smaller.
How cold were you?
It was freezing. It was during the ice storm that hit the nation.
Which
so
I think actually brought us all together.
It did. It was like
There was no
COVID
going out.
2.0.
Yeah.
We were locked in together.
I didn't even get
Yeah.
to go because my flight got canceled.
Oh,
But
that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I got trapped in the airport for 24 hours. It was not fun.
I was close
that
to
is the
you.
word.
I think I
Yes.
was like,
and then they
50.
lost my luggage, and it was a whole ordeal. But
oh, it was
we
rough.
made it home, and we're here now.
Yeah.
Right. And we're
Okay.
still laughing about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, Ariana, congratulations on
Thank you so
everything.
much.
Thank you so much for being here.
And tomorrow, 2:45.
Yes.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right, Sarah, you next.
Hello, Miss Sarah.
What's up?
I feel like I haven't seen you in like, I don't know, a hot second. Didn't I just see
I've
you
seen her a
yesterday?
lot lately.
We're on constant teams.
Yeah, you got.
Oh yeah, you need that.
Yes.
So
Why are
people-
you
do
on
need that.
constant teams together? I feel
because
like I'm
we
being
have a
left out.
club.
We
started a
do.
club.
Oh, I feel like I'm
It's
left out.
invite only though.
Yeah.
Well, and obviously I'm not getting the invite. God, I see where I rank nowadays.
So-
No, that's fine. But
No, so we've been on Teams because Kevin and I will be on stage together
That's right, we're
tomorrow at
speaking together.
1:30.
that makes more sense. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
From inquiry to execution, how planners and caterers.
No,
Nope.
no,
Oh.
we're technology. They got mixed up in there.
Well,
We're talking
I'm
about
going to talk about,
technology.
but so that's not the right one?
No,
Oh, well then
that's okay.
too bad. None
Shit
of you get
happens.
to hear
But
about
guess what?
inquiry and
Guess what? You're the
execution.
speaker, so you can interview us. No,
So-
Miss Sarah.
Hi. I was like, you
Sorry.
don't know who I
This
am.
is what happens
right.
when you put three people together that have known each other for way too long.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, would you like to introduce who you are?
Absolutely.
yeah, we haven't even got that far.
So, hi, I am Sarah. I am the president of IO Planner Pro, a tech platform for event professionals. I am also on the board in San Diego, on the executive board for NACE. I think this is like my seventh. Yeah, I kind of voluntold Jose into that.
Thank
position.
you for volunteering him.
Yeah, you are so. Thank you to me. I mean, thank you for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, otherwise it was me, and I didn't want it.
You're like, I'm done.
But yeah, so no, we are going to be talking on technology and how to work smarter, not harder, and how to use technology to support your business and allow you to work on your business instead of in your business.
I feel like I need to go to that.
You're
So,
too old.
oh. So yeah, so we're gonna be giving tips and tricks on everything from your classic business systems to the fun new age systems and technology suites that are coming around, how to really focus in on the things that you aren't good at to use
Yeah.
technology to support you, and the things you are good at using technology to continue to elevate you up in that capacity.
We're gonna try to meet people where they are.
Yes.
That's you know,
That's-
your
that's
technical
huge.
challenge. We're not.
Well, no, and like that's as much as you probably just tried to make a joke about that, that's a very true statement.
Yeah.
Like I walk into an AI session and I love the
Oh.
ones that go, okay, who is a beginner and who's scared of AI? I'm like, that is me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because then I feel like who's speaking really does understand their audience. So
Yeah.
I respect that, even though you're trying to make me
No,
feel
but
bad.
with that said, I am a little technically challenged too.
I-
well, I will hand my iPhone. How the hell?
Well,
right?
But
I
it's
mean,
funny because-
y'all.
because my parents will do that to me. So when I do that to my August this year, but I'll do that like, just yesterday. Where do I find with the date of when this photo was taken? I'm just like something stupid I can't find, but
I
I
mean,
can tell you all kinds of other stuff.
I run a global tech company and I am so tech challenged, but
Yeah.
also I
That's
am the
hilarious.
operations girl. All right.
Yeah.
Like I have an entire team for that.
Yeah.
So, yes, but I'm all about how do I use it? How do we elevate it? I also agree. I just sat into Renee's convo or talk on AI, and I definitely need to figure out how to use that to support business better.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's fine. I was bummed. I had to go do rehearsal. We were in rehearsal
Yeah.
when we came here. I was bummed to miss that because we just had Renee come speak about social media, but I was really, and she's such a dynamic speaker.
Absolutely.
I wanted to see what she was going to talk
Mhm.
about. And so was it
It was. And
scary, good?
I'll pull some of her tips into our
Okay.
talk tomorrow
okay,
too,
great.
because I think, but yeah, talking about how to leverage technology today, AI is definitely part of that technology conversation, right?
Yeah.
So how to leverage it to continue to scale up in your business, whether you're a solopreneur and you only want to be a solopreneur, or
Yeah.
whether you are somebody who wants to build bigger, further, bring on more individuals, run a large dynamic company. Technology is no longer that would be nice to have. It's a need to have.
It
Yeah.
100%
Especially
is.
with the generation that's coming up, the
Mhm.
generation that's always been on tech. They expect tech and they
Yeah.
expect tech that works.
Correct.
Yeah.
They don't know what it was like to have to make diagrams with a stencil.
No, right? Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
kidding you.
I mean,
I use-
graph paper and good times,
Heck
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But I
but
mean, think about how everything has evolved because there was a while where it was a necessity to have a website. And now-
right.
Correct.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you know, it's like if you didn't have a website, you weren't seen. Now, if you don't take it to the next
Yeah.
step,
Yeah.
you're not even there yet.
Exactly.
there's
And
that.
how you show up, because we talk a lot about, yes, there is still a personal factor, but most of our meetings aren't in person anymore.
No.
Most of our meetings are over technology. It's opened the world to who you can work with, right? It also means that, you know, you've got to show up. Your professional, like how people perceive you as a professional is now based on the technology you use.
Correct.
And you send a PDF, you just lost half a generation, right?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, first, a printer? Who owns a printer? But you know, like it's not the way they work.
Well, I'm,
Right.
I'm proud to say we went paperless a long time. Like just like in 2019, we started the journey of going paperless in our office, and where all our file cabinets were, we have video games, like old school.
Oh, fun.
Pac-Man, yeah.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Okay.
So that was our change we made. So
I
we
really,
love
you don't have
that.
any paper. Do you have a printer?
We have a printer for like a handful of things.
Yeah.
And that very, very minimal, but everything we've adapted our whole work life to have everything online. But now I can, from my iPad to my, I can access information so much faster. I can be on an event site, meeting with, or like talking to a planner that we're working on the event today, but she had a question about an event from a month from now. And I'm like, I can get in there, get her all the information she needs.
That's cool.
Without going, oh, I'll have to get back to the office and look it up. I don't know that, you know, it just, there's more information at our fingertips now than ever.
I
There
mean,
really is.
thank goodness the days of the 3-ring binder that's 2 inches thick
Oh.
for event day.
Still love
Right.
that, though.
We'll
Yeah.
all date ourselves,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I still love
But-
that though. I'm so
I am a tactile person. There are certain things I definitely want tactile, right?
Yeah.
yes.
But I mean, yeah, flipping through 45, 50 pages of event details to try to find that one little thing.
No.
Yeah, technology's
Makes-
there to
makes a
support
huge
you.
difference. All right.
Yes.
And
So-
then before we let you go,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about Aisle Planner Pro.
All right. So yeah, Aisle Planner Pro. We are a, like I said, event tech platform. We do everything from your lead management, invoice contract management, business management, and then through project management. So really everything that an event professional needs from the minute a lead falls into their website or their DM, you can use your lead contact form wherever you want it to be, create a unique one for every type of inquiry, and then walks you through the entire process, payments, contracts right there within Portal. Once you get to the project management side, you've got a client portal, so the client has full access to what you give them to be able to be engaged with their project at all times. So there's no more of that back and forth. What are we doing? Where do we
Correct.
need to go? Michelle used it for a long
I
time.
used it for a very long time. I loved it. I was sad when I had to like, oh, I'm not using this anymore.
Yeah.
I do love it. I did love it.
But everything, just kind of pull it into one. We really are that back end of what do you need to do? Timelines, layouts, seating chart, guest management, vendor management, contract management. We have a notes form in there that's like a Google Drive, and then your full checklist as far as what the client needs to do and due dates and
So you
reminders.
And yes, the due dates and reminders to do. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And reminders are amazing. I loved the client aspect.
Right.
Whereas I'm like, okay, you need to put here's your tables, like,
Yep.
and especially on assigned seats, like here you go, because the backside of the I can't remember which one it was, but one of the diagram ones was so difficult to put that in, whereas you guys were like so much easier.
Yep.
I'm like, just use this. And then I could just pull it up on my computer when I'm there. I don't have to go to 4 or 5 different things.
And I think that's it. You know, we were just talking about like the ease of accessibility, like being able to have access right away. And that's
Right.
really what the point is that your client knows what they need to do. They can do it on their own. They don't need you to handhold them through it. It means that you can handle a lot more business
Yeah.
because you aren't handholding them. But also then you can see what they're doing, and you can I call it micro versus macro communication. So you can
Right.
comment right within the system. Hey, like, you know, I saw you missed this, you know, do you need help? Or they can ask like, I don't really know what this means. Can you give me a little bit more clarity?
Exactly.
Right. And it's done. It's finished. Like, and you're moving on to the next thing.
It's great.
Basically, you replaced the 3-ring binder.
She really
I
did.
replaced the
Yeah, she really did.
Yeah,
She really did.
that is
I
correct.
agree with that statement.
It's a 3-ring binder on steroids.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It became a 3-inch binder instead of the 2.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they were, yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
had, a corporate client that literally had like a 4-inch.
All
it
my
was like,
corporate
where did you
clients
get-
still have those.
Yeah, I'm
It's
where did that
interesting.
come from? I was-
So, and I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but like I've been on an event site where like the 3-ring binder comes undone, or someone's using a clipboard for like all 20 pages
Yeah.
and they fall out, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden everything's out of order,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, it's mayhem. So
Yeah, it is mayhem. It
It's
is.
mayhem.
Yep. I feel like that was me at one point in my
Yeah,
life.
oh, I mean, I've definitely done it, guys.
I have been using my iPad for events with
Yeah.
the timeline forever, and I still see people walking around with. I'm like, what are you doing? Because
I have to say, when I was doing weddings, I still wanted that paper timeline. No, I did, because I didn't want to have to go like this, because I could fold it up, I could stick it in my pocket. Like that's the one piece that I never truly got
And
rid
I'm
of.
older
was the
than
paper
you, and
timeline.
I'm impressed because I'm.
Yeah, I know I'm not impressed by you, but I'm impressed by you.
Find information so much faster. You can write on that. You can do so much.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. We'll agree to disagree.
We can agree to disagree. Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sarah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What time
Great
tomorrow?
to talk with y'all.
1:30.
1:30.
Okay. Is it really truly 1:30?
It is truly
Okay.
1:30.
And you're with him?
I am with
I'm
Kevin.
really sorry about that.
And we are we're downstairs in GH.
Okay, wonderful.
Awesome.
Yay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
Because I haven't even looked at the part of my life.
I just
know
looked
we're
it up.
meeting at
Just
3
follow-
o'clock
just
today,
follow
and we're
her.
gonna go from there.
Yes.
Just follow her.
Awesome.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, guys.
See you soon. Thank you. All right. Are you David? I am. Come on
Come
over.
on over.
So David is the general manager at Blue Plate Catering Incorporated.
Is that
And you're talking-
here?
No,
No.
it's in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay,
I
thank you
love
very
it.
much.
Where we were just there, like in the Wisconsin.
You were in Milwaukee last year. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
but not far, right?
No, it's like an hour and a half
Okay.
away.
All
It's
right.
very close.
Yeah. All right. And you're going to be talking about navigating mistakes and how to use them to your advantage.
You did that today.
I did.
Oh,
See, it says
great.
earlier
I know.
today.
All right, I'm following along.
It's
You have to
listen,
give the banter between the two of
no,
them.
it's totally fine. I understand. If it had said that it was earlier today on a piece of paper, then we probably would have been able to see that. I'm with you. I'm with you. No, I'm with you. It's better on paper.
I know I'm old school in a few things. I'm old school in a few things, not everything. So tell us a little bit more about what you spoke about.
Yeah. I think that I started off with an analogy of what superheroes used to be like.
Okay.
Invincible. They never die. They always come back. At the end of the movie, it's like nothing ever happened. And then we've seen a transition with how James Bond, Iron Man, Batman, that you see a little bit more of a human side and that they might end and they're not perfect. And so I tie that into leadership, talking about making mistakes. And instead of acting like we are titans that don't ever make mistakes, I believe actually the titans are the ones that make mistakes, communicate about having made those mistakes with their clients, but also most especially with their teams.
Yeah.
And then to be able to make for what is a better world in that.
I'm like blown away.
I am too.
Because Iron Man has died. And
Because
now,
he did die.
Yeah,
and James Bond did die.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and I talked
James
about
Bond died?
He did at the end of No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
I don't
mean, they'll
watch
reboot
any of
the
the
franchise.
Marvels,
They'll
any
reboot
of the
it.
DCs, so I don't.
That was my that's what we did through COVID. We watched them all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So how do you create a team culture where people feel comfortable owning the mistakes without hiding them?
Yeah. The main takeaways from the session were the who, what, when, where, and why. Teaching your people the who, that it is okay to make the mistakes. The what, the why, because we're all going to make them, and so
Right.
being prepared for the storm before
Yeah.
the storm comes
Mhm.
is really helpful. It's not a matter of if it's going to storm on you; it is a matter of when. And then where is in all aspects of the business, from operations to sales to accounting to whatever it is. And then why is so that people are better prepared. They understand more of what's happening. And then they also build within themselves the idea that not only am I a person that makes mistakes and that's okay, but that means that when you as my coworker make a mistake and it might negatively impact me,
Okay.
I understand that that's a mistake and it's not something that you're doing because you hate me.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so I think that really helps the culture of an environment.
I learned early on in my career, my life, that owning your mistakes is a lot better than hiding them.
Yeah.
Way
you
better.
make
Oh my
it
gosh.
so much further. Everyone's like, okay, well, we'll just fix it.
You are that person. Okay.
There's a
Yes,
lot-
I am. I am. Yeah, I am.
I love it.
But even like when you're at, like we're a vendor at venues all the time. And if something happens at a venue and you go and you say, hey, we messed up. This is how we took care of the client. This is what the steps we're going to take to make sure we never do that again.
Right.
That I feel like you continue to cement that relationship with that venue because they can trust that you're going to take care of what comes on. And, like they mess up too, they'll have mistakes and things will happen, but it's just like owning up to it, taking care of it,
Yeah.
and I'm a big believer too. I tell my team this all the time. We're only as good as our last event. And if we really messed up the last event, we are the worst company and we need to get rebounding.
We need to
back.
rebound. Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
Back, so.
Yeah.
So can you share a mistake that ended up becoming one of your biggest learning experiences, or even change the way that you do business today?
Oh, absolutely. I talked about it.
He's like, yep, I
I
got it.
talked about it in the session. We had a couple that booked their wedding, and it was an entirely vegetarian wedding. And I was typing into our software, and I accidentally put in one additional letter in, or a number technically, and then they ended up with Italian sausage lasagna at their wedding. And so in the middle of Played Up, they come back, and it had been a huge point of contention between both sets of parents and them, because their parents were mandating, they were providing meat at their wedding. And so they thought their parents had gone behind their back for their wedding day.
no.
And this is case study number 2 that I talked about. And so I'd learned a little bit from my first big mistake, and then reaching out to the couple, letting them know proactively, not waiting for them to reach out to us.
Right.
And then the story goes that like 8 months later, a moving truck pulled up our cul-de-sac, and that couple ended up moving into our little cul-de-sac of 13 homes. But the reason that it was so helpful from a perspective of learning is that they would tell that story at our cul-de-sac hangouts, and they would laugh about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
got over it.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
They it affected them in the moment,
Yes.
but it did not ruin their entire day. It didn't make everything terrible. So that was good for me to know. Got it. When we are just open about it and we say, this is what happened,
Yeah.
people are usually generally pretty forgiving.
yes.
And if they're not, that's not your fault.
Yeah.
You're not
Correct.
responsible for someone
Well, that's
else's
really
response.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
like, that's a full circle.
Total
moment.
full
It was
circle.
it was really yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. All right. Any other tips and tricks you can lead us with?
No, this is great. Thank you
Okay.
guys for doing this.
All right.
Yo, you're welcome.
Appreciate
This is fun for
No,
us.
thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And how many experiences have you been to?
This is my second. I did go I taught
Okay.
last year because it was in our backyard.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do love them.
Are you going next year when we
Happily.
reveal where it's
Oh my
going?
gosh, absolutely.
We
Well, yeah.
we can
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you
No,
that-
no.
Will you,
shut
will you remind me when they told us all where they told us all it's going to be?
No, not yet. They're going to tell
You're
us
gonna
that
find out
tomorrow
at the
night.
gala, but it's if you just like listen.
Stop
really-
it.
Okay, I'll be good.
At the gala.
Good
Rock on.
gosh.
Okay,
Just keep your ears open. All right.
I will keep my ears open.
Yes.
My guess is it's going to be somewhere on the East Coast.
Okay.
All right. That's a good guess. Thanks, David. Nice to meet you.
I'll give you the wrong.
Stop it.
Okay. Why am I going to get in trouble? I haven't said where it is.
Oh, they're so bad. You can come on over. We're just going to have a little banter because we haven't.
Yeah. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Oh,
I don't think we've met.
I'm Tao Moore.
I'm Michelle.
Nice meeting you,
Nice to meet
Michelle.
you.
Kevin too.
Kevin.
Nice.
Nice meeting you.
Your hands are
We're
cold.
the
I-
past
sorry.
presidents.
No, keep them.
We're the old people.
We're the old people. Yeah, we're the we're old guard.
All right.
I'm probably older than you, so you'd be surprised.
I'm not going there.
All right.
Okay.
I'm old. It is what it is. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we jump into your topic.
Yes. Owner of Green Mangoes Catering. We've been in business now for 19 years. We've seen the good, bad, and the ugly. And
Did you ever serve lasagna with meat in it? When you
I
were
did
supposed to?
not. I did not. But we do have other ugly stories too. I think we've all experienced that. But yes. So my husband is supposed to be here, but he's caught up in another situation right now. So here I am,
Wonderful. And where are you based?
Minneapolis.
Okay.
right.
Mhm.
And you're going to be talking tomorrow morning, 9:15
Yes.
bright and early, about raising your standards without losing hospitality.
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I feel like
yes.
we're losing hospitality all the time.
You know what? I came up with this topic because I feel like in our industry, we do so much. We give
Mhm.
so much. We over customize, we over accommodate, and we do it because we think that's what the customer wants.
Right.
And then we realize, no, you know what? We're the experts. We should be the one to lead them with confidence and expertise. And I find that when I do that, which in the beginning I didn't always, but when I do that, the clients tend to listen, and it tends to be a better experience for everyone involved.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because you almost feel like you've given them the level that you are the expert. And
Yes.
it puts them in a level of comfort.
Yes, and here's the thing. I mean, they hire us for a reason, right?
Correct.
Whether we're the photographer, the event planner,
Mhm.
we're the experts. We should be guiding them.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we do, everything is just smoother.
Agree.
Now, do
Yeah.
you feel there's a line between setting the boundaries and still making the clients feel like cared for?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe better hospitality requires the boundaries.
Okay.
Because if, there are times when we say yes, when we should say no, and respectfully, and we need to like let the people know, we need to have that hard conversation, because I think when we just kind of give in, and it's not just about saying yes, it's other things too that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. One thing I do want to point out that I'm talking in my session is sometimes we forget that it's not just about hospitality and standards for the client, but also for our team. We forget about our team because it's our team that is helping us execute this.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So when you forget about your team, you're kind of forgetting about the clients
It's
too.
kind of like that. The sales team sells the dream while the operations has to service the nightmare. It's kind of that
That's
same
exactly
thing.
right.
It's the same
Yes.
thing, but just on a different level.
Right, right.
What's one boundary that you've set that has actually improved your client experiences?
For us personally, it is going to be the number of people for specific type of events. Like for a plated event, we used to do so many just because, I'm thinking of the dollar signs, I'm thinking of the profit, and it's easy to say yes. But then I'm realizing that no, our sweet spot is 175, 250. So that's where I have to set the boundary. And I have guests or clients who try to push it. And I say, you know what, I would love to do it, but maybe we're not the best fit for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that level. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And you don't want that level of service to go down. And then of course
Exactly.
it looks horrible on that next review.
Right.
And I always feel like when you as a business owner, you get, okay, you do something for 400 or you go outside your boundaries when you don't succeed, and that's when you fail, and then you
Yes.
have like the pit in your stomach, and
Yes.
it's just not a good experience for your team, for the client, for anyone.
Right. And truthfully, so my husband and I co-own the business, and our kids, our college age kids work with us. But I always tell them,
why are all of our businesses family businesses?
I know,
Keep going,
I know,
sorry.
because I know exactly. Let's not talk about cheap labor because
No.
I pay them.
I paid mine well too. Yeah.
Okay. So I always tell our staff, I said, the reason I have my hands in so many pods is because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, they won't go to my husband who maitronides the event. They won't even go to my lead. They're going to come to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have to set those boundaries and set that standard because it comes down to my name and my brand, right?
Great.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
looking forward to tomorrow at 9:15.
9:15.
Thank
All right.
you.
We will
All
see
right,
you then.
Thank you. Take care. All right. we
Okay,
did it.
I feel like we haven't had even time
I
to
know.
like talk. Like we went right into this. We were late. I don't know.
Because you were late and you.
Well,
were
it
on the
wasn't my
stage.
fault. We have to just blame.
know.
We have to blame the schedule. So, what number
one.
conference is this
Oh,
for you?
me? I don't know. Baltimore. I don't know. You know the math. I don't
know. Well, no, I don't. Do you remember what year that was?
remember the year.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so for me, let's
It
see.
was-
I was Palm Springs, Charleston, Boston, and then I was Austin, Reno, New Orleans. That was 12, and then it was Houston, Palm Springs, Cincinnati, Vegas,
I'm impressed. You
Orlando,
like are remembering all this.
Orlando, Denver. No, Orlando. What was 23?
You were somewhere else.
Denver, Milwaukee. This is number 15 for me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baltimore was mine.
Baltimore was your first one. I think I want to say that was like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, day one.
Day one.
I'm excited to be back on the podcast.
Yeah. I'm excited
Yeah.
to have you back.
You know?
We do love each other.
We do.
For this
For
one
this
hour. And then all bets are off after that.
I don't know. I don't know.
We found another difference about each other because I'm not paper person and you,
I am a paper person. I
Yeah.
know that sounds so
like-
bizarre. And when I moved over to the DMC world, everything is computer for us, like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And I had to get away from those binders. I had binders when I was a wedding planner. I
Yeah.
just threw all my binders out. I think I maybe have 3 left. But having to do everything on a computer and an iPad took a lot of getting used to for me.
Yeah.
And I still want the darn.
Partly because you're old, but
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, that whole thing, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, is somewhat true sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just get set in your ways.
yeah. And then you had to give your big goodbye speech this morning.
I
and
did. I made it
was-
through that.
Sat in the front row, watched you cry, and you did. I thought you were going to be a mess, but you actually pulled through and did a great job.
I was shocked
Because
that
at the beginning you were a mess before it all. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know, but I was down there and like I leaned over to Lee and I was like, she's not gonna get through this. She goes, and Lee goes, I don't think she is.
I think I had read it a couple times before I went up there. The first time I reread it this morning, I started crying. So I'm like, okay, I got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because I think the more I read it, some of the emotion went away. Yeah. But once I got up there and then started looking at everybody, I'm like, oh, I am in so much trouble. And then when I actually, because the part where I was talking to my family, they were on FaceTime.
Oh,
so I actually, they were on FaceTime. So I actually looked right at that. And as soon as I looked at that camera, knowing that they were looking at me, I'm like, I'm going to lose it. I'm done. So, but yeah. And then I looked at Jerry Edwards and him shaking his head about coming out in an astronaut costume. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, yeah,
so
you could find the humor in it. And
I
go from
could.
there. So
Yeah. I'm happy that's done.
you feel relief that you got your speech out of the way. Now we'll move on to the easy.
Yeah. It's easy for the next day and a half.
Yeah.
Kind of sad though. It's like a bittersweet probably for both of us. It's like, we've been doing this for so long, and next year when we come, it's just going to be hanging out.
We're just, we're nobodies.
We're nobodies. We get to sit in the bar and drink, and that's going to be nice, actually.
There you go. They're your favorite thing.
Yeah, well, I do have Bailey's underneath my seat right now.
You do not.
I do.
Oh my gosh.
It's right here.
Lord help us. All right. No wonder you've been a little giggly more than normal.
Well, I did have that mimosa on stage.
Well, and you had to like rub it in about how many times your football team won today.
I only did it once.
Yeah.
It's all right. Did you see Mahomes throw a ball into his center side the other day in practice? So, yeah.
And I felt like Karen and Jill did a nice job.
I think they did a great. I did like the band.
Yeah, the band was cool.
The band was fun. Yep,
But
that was very New Orleans.
See, the problem is they like each other, so therefore they had a night, where we like to rib each other.
We totally like to rib each other. We couldn't have done something that friendly.
No, that was
Yeah.
We had to-
I'm just happy that I'm not wearing black and silver, and you're not wearing red and gold. So, at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna be back here tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
So we'll be back.
Can we have a cocktail ready for us when we get in here? Sweet. Amazing.
We don't need that.
We do have guests lined up, so make sure you're here. We got
look at all Chip,
I'm
Jill,
excited.
Aaron, Jacqueline.
Stephanie Alvarez, Jennifer Crenshaw.
Yeah, we're gonna have a few more. Tom from the Knot wants to come on.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a good
He got
lineup
mad at
tomorrow.
me today because I didn't. He's like, you didn't ask me. I'm like, well,
You didn't tell me you wanted to be on.
Yeah, so we'll get Tom on. And that'll be like 10 minutes easy.
Can we try and get Lawrence and Ann back in, please?
Okay, well, let's go when we're done right now, and we'll do that. We need
Okay.
Mommy and Daddy.
We need Mommy and Daddy to come back tomorrow because they were really fun. So yeah.
We're gonna do that.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, and we will see you all tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.